Neal Watts, years 2000 to 2002. I came back to instruct for Algonquin for about 10 years. Yeah, that was great. It was nice to kind of be connected and to have a part in kind of like seeing the progression of the program kind of going through the years, and a lot of connections to kind of different students, and kind of great to kind of work work with them in instruction, and then seeing them work alongside you in the industry too, which is pretty kind of full circle. It's fun to meet some current graduates just now. I think Jeff mentioned that one of them may not have even been born in the time since we graduated. So there's there's several years there, and impressive that Jeff has been coordinating the program ever since. Nice to see some instructors that have been there all the way through. So some connections being made there, and awesome to see all sorts of graduates over the years. I mean, it was really fun to kind of be in there in those we were the kind of first year, and like the experiment of kind of like getting it out there with the variety of certifications and skills. But I think we're well prepared to kind of make all sorts of work options work for us. Kind of like figuring out what I was going to do. Wanted to kind of still stay in school right away, and that happened to be the spring of like the announcement for the outdoor adventure program, and kind of thought, I think this is kind of what I'd really like to do. And that was like right into it. The fall, that spring, kind of the test to see, are you comfortable in the water and at heights, and because this is what what some of the expectations are for the course. Yeah, well, there was definitely something like a little raw to like the start of it. I think a lot of us can attest to some adventure there, especially the spring kind of training camp, or is this what you want to do, was was pretty wild. Just we're gonna swim all the rapids here, and your instructor just jumps in, and I was one of the students that wanted to be kind of right beside where they were gonna go, because I figured they were gonna pick a pretty good line. So but it was just like a lemming leap through the rapids. More for as that's your first, if for some of them that was their first introduction to whitewater. So a lot of them in the camp that I was on though were fellow fellow classmates right behind. So we were up for the challenge. But yeah, I worked in Mountain Equipment Co-op for 10 years, so I was able to kind of sell the gear that we were using, and then meeting and having a lot of ties in the industry. And then while I was working there part-time, as well as then kind of coming back to do the instruction too. Some trips, did some work with some volunteer work for kind of a couple Ottawa-based high schools, and then a couple a Montessori school in there as well. So kind of have done regular annual kind of trips with them throughout. So that was the kind of still keeping again in the industry in kind of various ways. Yeah, I started my own tree company, heading into my eighth year of operating it full time. And a nice little a chance here, I think, to really kind of connect with the spectrum of current students all the way through to the initial graduates. Yeah, that's a good run.